Susan O'Connor is suing her deceased client's daughter, Kimi Hinkle, for unpaid wages. Greater than Judge Judy. Ms. O'Connor. You and the defendant had known each other in the past, and there came a time a couple of years ago when it was convenient for you to move from where you were living, Bozeman, Montana, to Reno, Nevada. And when you moved there, the intention was for you to be then nighttime caretaker of Ms. Hinkle's mother, who was ill. Greater than that is correct. Greater than Judge Judy, and you were going to stay in the house with her mother. What month and year was that? November 2017's when it started. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay, and what was your arrangement with her? Arrangement started in January 2018 to provide time caregiving. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay? You were living in the house? I was living in the house, yes. Greater than Judge Judy, and were working during the day. Some days, greater than Judge Judy, doing what? For the first 3 months, I was working delivery service, delivering groceries. Greater than Judge Judy. And was somebody taking care of Ms. Hinkle's mother during the day? 3 days a week. Greater than Judge Judy. What was wrong with your mom? My mother was 80 at that time. She had emphysema, and she had leg wounds. Greater than Judge Judy, and she was living alone. Yes, at that point, greater than Judge Judy. She was living alone. Greater than ... She was living alone. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay, greater than Judge Judy. Ms. O'Connor, author, than living in the house rent-free. Who provided the food in the house? For myself or for her mom? Judge Judy. Both. Greater than for myself. I provided my own food. For her mom, she provided it. Greater than Judge Judy, who paid utilities. Her mother, greater than Judge Judy. When you came from Bozeman, Montana, did you come with a car? I did. Greater than Judge Judy. And what sire, if any, was your financial arrangement with Ms. Hinkle with regard to nighttime care for her mother? Was to stay in the house based on 5 nights a week. Greater than Judge Judy. And what was your salary? There was no salary. It was going to be in lieu of rent and utilities. Greater than Judge Judy. Greater than. Based on 5 nights. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay. So you were going to be sleeping in the house so that her mother wouldn't be alone. And clearly her mother was obliged to be alone at certain periods of time. Because if she only had Sumione to come into care for her 3 days a week, then she was alone during the other days, and you were there in the evening. Greater than. She did not feel safe buying Thor at night. Greater than Judge Judy. Doesn't matter. So that was your arrangement. Your arrangement was you were going to be there in the evening, so she wouldn't be there in the house sleeping alone in lieu of rent and utilities. Now, did that ever change? The arrangement did not change. Greater than Judge Judy. Well, then you're raising her for wages. Greater than I'm suing her for wages on the night off that I was supposed to have for the other 2 nights. This was based on 5 nights, Your Honor. Greater than Judge Judy. 5 nights. From when to when? From Tuesday to Saturday. Greater than Judge Judy. And where I was sleeping the other nights? I was sleeping there, but while I was there, I had to also continue to care for her, taking care of her, helping her to bed, making sure. Greater than. Judge Judy. So what? Who told you that you deserve me for that? You went to a lawyer. Is that what you're telling me? I did go to a lawyer after the fact when they would not. And he advised me to take it to Small Claims Court. Greater than Judge Judy, because Hugh didn't take the case. Greater than he said it would cost me thiesum amount as it was that I was that. I was you, greater than Judge Judy. You have no case because you have no contract. Greater than, kinda than. Greater than Judge Judy. Oh, I'd like to see it. Greater than it's a proposal, Your Honor. Not a contract. Greater than Judge Judy. This is not a contract. Contract is signed by two people. Greater than. That was a proposal that I had with the defendant and Miss Self. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay, greater than Judge Judy, if what you're telling me. That there were nights other than 5 nights that you were there on Dave. You were there on a Saturday night and her mother asked you to help her into bed or asked to help get her something or asked her to dress her wound. And you did that and it was not one off 5 nights that you were supposed to be in and you want to be paid for that? Is that what you're telling me? Yes. Greater than Judge Judy, then I'm dismissing your case. You have no case. You lived there now. After your mother passed away, she passed away in what year? I'm done. She passed away in what year? November 17th of 2018. Greater than Judge Judy. Now you have a counterclaim. And your counterclaim is as ridiculous as your claim. You want money for rent and utilities for the time that the plaintiff stayed in the house after your mother died. Greater than, correct? Greater than Judge Judy. That's what your counterclaim is. Okay, did you have a contract with her? No, Judge. Greater than Judge Judy. Goodbye. Go home. Greater than bird. Parties are excused. May step out.